Hi and welcome to Yoga with Ilona. I'm Ilona, and in this video I'm going to take you through some simple movements that anyone can do to help release lower back pain. It is really important to understand that there are different reasons for pain in the lower back and the back in general. For most of us, it is simply due to tightness in the rest of the body, which then impacts the muscles and tendons in the lower back. So for example, if you have super tight glutes and hamstrings, then that is going to impact the muscles in your back as well. So for anyone that suffers from back pain due to tightness in the body, yoga is a fantastic way to prevent it and also to help release that tension. However, back pain can be caused by some other underlying serious problems, and either way it is really important that you consult a physician before practicing yoga and before trying to treat the back pain yourself. If you do enjoy this video, please like the video, comment to tell me what you would like to see next, and subscribe to my channel, as well as pressing the notification button so that you never miss a video. Thank you so much for joining me. We will start lying on our backs on the mat. So begin lying on your back. Make sure that your shoulder blades are tucked underneath you and that your whole back feels as though it's got space to spread out and to be supported by the floor. And then from there you are going to just hug your knees into the chest. Take it really gently. Take the hands onto the fronts of the knees or the shins and just give the knees a gentle pull in towards you. You'll feel straight away as you draw the knees in, some release in the lower back. You could add to this by taking a gentle rock from side to side to massage the spine and the pelvis. Keep breathing deeply into the lower belly and feel the breath create space in the lower back too. And then from there you can take both hands and then from there take both hands onto the right knee and straighten the left leg out along the mat, hugging the right knee in towards the chest. And you'll feel the focus of the stretch in your lower back and your hip flexor and the back of your glute all on the right side. Hug that knee in as tightly as feels good for you. Take another deep breath in. And then with your exhale, you're just going to really gently draw the right knee over towards the left side, using the left hand to draw the knee over until you feel some release in the right side of the lower back. You can reach the right hand out along the floor in a T shape. And you can even take your left elbow onto the floor to create like a kickstand for your right leg. Breathe into the space where you feel the twist in your spine. And then with your next exhale, straighten the right leg out along the mat to meet the left. And then we'll hug the left leg in towards the chest. Again, hug it in as tightly as you can. and as tightly as feels good for you. Take some deep breaths. Feel the belly press against the thigh as you breathe in, making sure your left hip is really grounded on the mat. Take another full breath in here, and then with your next exhale, you're going to twist the left leg over towards the right side. Again, just taking it to the point that feels good for you. And then taking the left arm out to your left side, breathing into the space where you feel the twist, and feeling that release down the outside of your left hip and in the lower back. And with your next exhale, bring the left leg back to center and stretching the left leg out along the mat. From here, we're going to take a figure of four shape with both of the legs. So start by taking your heels to the mat with your knees bent, and then you're going to pick up the right leg and cross it over the top of the left knee, taking the outside of your right foot or the outside of your right ankle onto the top of the left thigh, so the thigh just above the knee. And then using your abdomen, curl upwards, so looking into that triangle between your legs. You're then going to thread your right hand through and take it behind the left thigh, and then take your left hand on the outside of the left thigh to meet the right. If this is enough for you, stay here. If you want a deeper stretch, you can take both hands interlace on the front of the left shin, and then draw both legs towards you as you press outwards away from the face with your right knee. So you're really opening up that right hip and the right knee. Tuck your chin in as far as you can towards the chest. The strength of your abs are holding you up rather than you crunching into your neck. And just take this pose to where it feels good for you. This can be a really strong stretch for some people. Other people might need to take the legs further in, depending on how much openness you have in the hips and the glutes. And then from here, we will gently take it over to the other side. So taking the left ankle onto the top of the right thigh, just above the knee. Flex your left foot and press the left knee out away from you. And then you can thread the hands through and take your hands just behind the thigh or around the shin. And then again, tuck the chin in, or just take the head straight down to the mat. Make sure that you're really flexing the left knee away from your face, and that you're also flexing the foot to encourage that stretch through the hip and the glute. Taking some deep breaths into the belly. And with your next exhale, uncross the leg and then hug both knees back into the chest once again. From here you can rock yourself or just push yourself up to a seated position and come into a gentle cross leg. So they don't need to be super close into your body. You can just gently fold the legs over one another, and then take a deep breath in as you reach the crown of the head towards the ceiling, and then take both hands in front of you. Straight away, as soon as you lean forward and ground down through the sitting bones, you'll feel a really deep stretch through the glutes and the hips. And this in turn will help to loosen up tight muscles in the lower back. If you want to take it further, scoot back with your sitting bones and reach further forward with the hands. And take some full breaths through the nose, imagining you could breathe into the space where you feel all that tightness. One or two more deep breaths here. And then with your next exhale, slowly tiptoe the hands back. We're going to swing the legs around and make our way into a tabletop position. Something that's really important for maintaining a healthy lower back and a pain-free lower back is that we have strength in our core. Sometimes we get back pain because our back is having to compensate for a lack of abdominal strength. So this exercise is a beginner level core strengthening exercise. Tuck the left toes under and take the right foot back behind you. Really engage through the whole core and the thigh and the glute. If this is enough for you, stay here. You'll definitely be working the muscles in your back. Otherwise, you can exhale to tuck the right knee all the way and see if you can touch it onto your nose, crunching in with the abs. And we'll do two more like that. Inhaling, stretch the right foot long. Exhale, crunch all the way in, engaging your belly, drawing the belly towards the spine. And then one more. Inhaling, stretch the right leg long, and exhale, scoop under, engage the core. And then with your next exhale, bring the right knee down towards the mat, and we'll do that movement on the other side. So taking your left foot out behind you, really engage through the left glute and the abs and the whole of your left side body. And then inhale here, exhale, scoop the knee towards the nose, round the back and crunch through the abs. Inhale, stretch the left foot back, stay engaged the whole time. Exhale, round through, find that core strength. And one more. Inhaling, stretch the leg long. Exhale, engage the abs, crunch. And then bring your left knee down to the mat. So from here, we're going to make our way into a really strong, engaged downward facing dog to stretch out the backs of the legs and strengthen the whole spine. Inhale here with your core engaged. Tuck the toes under. And then as you exhale, lift the knees and press your belly all the way back onto the thighs. So you'll feel the whole of your back opening and extending as you use the strength of your legs to allow the back to extend.
Then sink the heels back into a straight-legged downward facing dog with the sitting bones lifting up towards the ceiling.
And then with your next exhale, slowly bring your knees down to the mat and bring your forehead down, coming all the way into child's pose. Take your hands down either side of the hips with your knuckles resting on the mat to give your shoulders a break. And then really allow your sitting bones to sink down towards your heels. Let the mat fully support your weight. And breathe down into the belly, feeling how the breath creates space across the lower back. Spend as long as feels good in child's pose, but when you're ready, slowly roll up into a low kneeling position on your mat. Find a comfortable seat and take 2 or 3 nice full breaths into the belly. And then I invite you to bring your hands to heart center. Bow your head slightly and thank yourself for practicing yoga today. Thank yourself for doing something good for your body, and thank your body for all it allows you to do. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed this video and that you found some release in those poses. Remember that those movements and exercises are things that you can always come back to when you're feeling tightness and soreness in the lower back. Please let me know in the comments what you thought. Like the video and subscribe to my channel for more. I'll see you soon. Bye.